Hi, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a potty training emergency there. Anyhow, I was talking about my macronutrients. So I do the 33, 33, 33, and then I try to keep my calories around 1380. I try not to go over 1400, and I try not to go under 1200, simply because the metabolic damage has made it where I can go super low and I still will just sit there. I won't lose, or I'll lose a chunk and then I'll sit for 2-3 weeks and not lose anything. So so basically I try to stay within a reasonable range, and so that's like when my family came to visit, one of the days I ate 1560 calories. The other day I ate somewhere around 1600. Now, for a person of my body size and shape, I should be able to eat that and still lose quite a bit if it were calories in, calories out. But unfortunately, especially for us weight loss patients, don't let anybody try to explain to you that it's calories in, calories out, unless you've never dieted in your life. If you've never dieted in your life, and somehow you can find yourself eating a whole lot right after surgery and keeping up your calories to about 1900, 2000, no. Don't let anybody ever convince you of that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can eat whatever calories you want and still lose weight, because that's not going to happen. But what it's important for you to do is find the most calories that you can eat, that you can actually fit in, because I might be able to eat more if I were to slowly continue to increase, but I think about 1380 is right around the most that I can fit in of healthy foods. So, I mean, if I could of course eat much more if I ate, chocolate all day long, but eating healthy foods, that's about the most that I can fit in. So, try to find your spot where you can fit in as much as you can while still losing weight, and add in some strength training. That's if you feel like you might have metabolic damage. But like I said, don't let anyone convince you it's calories in, calories out, because they'll convince you that you're not working hard enough, or you're not eating too little, or you're eating too much, I should say, or you're not working out hard enough, whatever, and they'll try to convince you because they are normal people and they don't understand how it works for people who have metabolic damage. So it's important to understand how our bodies work now that we are, that we've lost all this weight, and that we have, been eating so little for such a long time, and our bodies have been surviving on it. Because our body has to figure a way to keep us from starving to death, and what it thinks is famine has hit. There's some sort of gigantic famine, and all there is a potato per person per day, that kind of thing. That's what our body thinks. So our body naturally, it will drop the excess weight and drop it and drop it and drop it up into a point. And then it will say, I got to do something, or this body's going to die. And so your body will reroute things and start making it where your metabolism is slow, and your metabolism is holding on to every little ounce of fat that it can hold on to, every little ounce of anything you put into it. And so that's why people will experience a rebound effect, where they will lose down to their goal weight and then gain back 10, 15, 20 pounds if they're not extremely careful and constantly on themselves. Because your body's going, we need anything we can get. We need anything we can get because we're starving to death. We're going to starve, And so it starts just reworking everything and making you, there's a reason why people in Ethiopia and other countries where there's not a lot of food, why they still live. They don't have a whole lot of food. Their bodies have to adjust for that. So we have to take that into account as bypass patients or as weight loss surgery patients, or if you're someone who just has metabolic damage, we have to take that into account ourselves and consider how we can possibly help our body to continue to lose on that lower amount of calories by raising it up just a little bit. I'm not talking about don't just suddenly add 500 calories to your day, or have a big cheeseburger, but add in a little bit more in between. Let yourself have a little bit more, fish and chicken and vegetables and fruits and things like that, to just kind of raise your calories up a little bit at a time while you're still losing. And that will help your metabolism to kind of rev back up a little bit, or at least that's what I've found for me. And I've watched a lot of videos and read a lot about metabolic damage, and that's basically what you have to do. So anyhow, hopefully this helps someone out there. If you're having a hard time losing and you can't figure out why, you might try this. Now, of course, this is something where you have to really honestly look at yourself, because the problem with a lot of us out there is we don't want to face the truth about why we are not losing. We'll say, oh, my weight loss slowed down, the honeymoon period's over, and you're at 6 months. Not really. You got to look at the truth of what you are eating. Are you really eating what you're supposed to be eating, or have you started eating crackers? A little bit of bread. It won't hurt me. I've been losing for 6 months, and I've been sneaking a little bit of bread. It never hurt me then. You know what? After a while, your body starts thinking, I'm going to starve to death. So you have to remember, look at yourself honestly and say, am I really eating healthy? Am I really eating the way I'm supposed to? And if the answer is yes to both of those things, then try what I'm suggesting. Try upping your calories just a little bit, especially if you're the kind of person who has been working out a lot, because that's another part of metabolic damage. If you are working out a lot and you are exercising and doing a lot of cardio work, and you are not eating very much, but you're eating healthy, then, like I said, try this. If you are doing some naughty stuff in there, try decreasing that. Try saying, okay, well, you know what? Last week I really did. I had some chips when I gave them to the kids, and I had some, we bought a pizza and I went ahead and had a slice, or, but I pulled off all the toppings, or, whatever you might have excused it with. But, think to yourself, okay, I did that and I did that, and I, I had, I have been drinking Starbucks, or I've been drinking soda, which is a big no-no. And so, look at those things and say, okay, maybe if instead I just have, I'll set aside, I can have a serving of crackers one day, and I'm going to figure it into my calories. I'm going to figure it in. And, and do that. Figure it in. And let yourself have just a little bit so you don't feel completely deprived. Or try the 7-day pouch test. Works wonders for getting you through that. However, I would definitely suggest, if you're going to do the 5-day pouch test, to try to do the soup. There was like a ham and cheese soup that I made, but try to do the soups on the website, because really, honestly, it made going through the liquid day so much easier, because I was able to put a little bit into my stomach, and it wasn't just all protein powder and broth. And trust me, I've tried to make it through the 5-day pouch test, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times. Never made it until this last time, because I added the soup, I think. But anyhow, the first couple times I was very diehard. It has to be protein powder or water, and that's it. And I wouldn't let myself have anything else. And yeah, that's just too strict. But so anyways, I've been rambling on for far too long now, so I'm going to let you get back to your life. But I wanted to thank you for sticking with me through another ramble of advice I can give, and hopefully it will help someone out there. And if you're trying to lose, I hope you're losing. And if you're trying to maintain, I hope you're maintaining. And everybody else, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Bye.